Everyone dreamed of a beautiful wedding day. We did too. But what happened during our wedding here in Nigeria was nothing. When I mean nothing, nothing close to what we imagined. Till today, it's still one of the things that if I think of it, I just get angry unnecessarily. Like, what is this? But when I remember the main reason I went there, which is my husband, I'm happy. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sikari. If this is the first time of seeing me, you are welcome. And if you've been here before, oh my god, you see, I'm dancing for you. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. You guys are doing your best by keeping me here, and I am so grateful. Thank you for stopping by again. Let's get right into the video. My wedding. Our wedding, when I mean our wedding, I and my husband's wedding here in Nigeria took place at Ikoyi Registry, Lagos, Nigeria. And guys, it was a special wedding. When we talk about special wedding is a wedding between a Nigerian citizen and a non-Nigerian citizen. That is a special wedding. So, this, like seriously? So, this wedding took place on the 21st of November 2024. I'm going to tell you everything that happened that day. It was a beautiful Saturday morning. Okay, no, let me go back a little bit and tell you guys how we all started. So firstly, I and my husband were like, what should we wear? What should we wear? I wanted us to wear, like a uniform, but the truth is that we didn't have enough time. You understand? It was just a very short period. So, and another reason why, I know you will say that, why didn't you guys just prepare and all that? If you've not watched the first and the second story, go and watch, then you'll know how everything started and why we didn't have enough time. Okay, so that was the kind of wedding I imagined, wedding where you've planned everything is rosy, once they just say, oh yeah, start, you just start. But it wasn't like that. Fate didn't give us that opportunity. So the uniform parts, because we didn't have much time, my husband has to wear what he likes, and I went to the shopping mall to get myself a beautiful jumpsuit. I think the color should be like off pink or baby pink. I think I'm going to paste a picture of our wedding in this video so you guys can see it. So I bought that. I bought the jumpsuit. I think they bought the jumpsuit. I got that jumpsuit for 85,000 naira. Yeah, I think that was the amount I bought that jumpsuit, because we're just in a hurry. We just wanted to do this. So because every time we needed to make good use. We needed to make good use of that time that we had. You understand? So I got that jumpsuit. Then I bought my shoe. Where's that shoe? Oh, it's in the Netherlands. I would have showed you guys how beautiful my wedding shoe is. It's so beautiful. It has glitters all over it. So I bought my shoe also. My shoe was I think my shoe was 45,000 naira. Yes, that was the amount I bought my shoe. And then my husband decided to wear a two-piece, just a simple two-piece. We got a tailor in my girlfriend's estate that made a two-piece for him under 3 days. He made that two-piece for him under 3 days. And that morning, my jumpsuit was also too long for me, so they had to cut the ends to amend it to look beautiful, and all that. It was fine. My hair, yeah, I wore a bob wig. You're going to see the picture. Guess what, guys? I know I don't like wearing makeup, but if anybody had told me that on my own wedding day I will not be wearing makeup, I'll say it's a lie. Can you imagine that I bought contactless? I went to Blanco. I bought contactless, and I bought my what's the name? I bought my lashes, because I wasn't going to. I don't like sleeping with lashes, so I don't like doing those ones that I have to sleep with and all that. No, I don't like that. I like the one that if I just wear it, I go to where I'm going. If I come back, I just put it off. You understand? That's the kind of lashes I like. I don't like keeping it on my eyes. So on that day, in the morning, I was so tired and weak, because it was that time of the month for me. And anytime it's that time of the month for me, I'm usually very tired, headache, fever, and everything. But like we said, we are using our time no matter what. So I woke up that morning. It now happened that oh god, there is like a belt in front of the jumpsuit. You guys are going to see it. There's like a belt in front of the jumpsuit. So I didn't like the position where the belt was. I decided to cut it off so I could put it, I think, in the center or something. Then I thought I came with a needle. I could not find the needle. So I had to leave the apartment where I and my husband were staying and start running to my girlfriend's house around 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was even the person that woke them up. She was like, what happened? I said, I need needle and thread. My clothes. This one happened. She was like, hey, Cynthia, you need to calm down. No, things like this are things that give people high blood pressure. You need to calm down. I said, I am calm. I just need needle and thread. Then she gave me the needle and thread, and then I went. I stitched. I don't know what happened to that belt anyway, but I just stitched it. So because of that run around I did that early morning, I forgot to wear the lashes or the contacts. So guys, you see the way my face is looking? This is exactly how I went to get married. I did not put, I don't even know, okay, maybe normally I must wear lip gloss, you understand? Just the way my lips is looking. This was how it was looking, daddy. So when I got there, it was when we got there, and I told myself, oh my God, Sikari, where is your lashes? Where is your contacts? Everything just sit down for house. I was like, oh my God. Okay, but I don't want to jump. So after we got dressed, we called the cab. This is a cab that my girlfriend, they usually use, often. I think the guy lives on the mainland. So what was his name? Uche. Mr. Uche. So Mr. Uche came, he picked us, he took us to the venue. When we got there, we were like, I think we were the first, or were there people? I think there were 2 or 3 people sitting down there already. Then we got there. I was feeling that since it's a special wedding, everything about us should be special. But that wasn't the case. So when we got there, they ushered us into like a tent, you understand? I and my mother went to the back tent, we sat down, we were still there, people started tripping in, man, Jesus Christ. Imagine, okay, I remember again, that particular day was for special weddings. But if that is how they treat people, oh no, I'm getting it wrong. That day, because our wedding, again, like I said, because our wedding is a special wedding, that's a wedding between a Nigerian and a non-Nigerian, I don't think they were supposed to even add us to those other people, you understand? But that's why they pack all of us like sardine inside that tent, you understand? So while we were sitting down there, I don't want to mention her name, God help me, I don't mention this woman's name. So the conductor, the woman I've been keeping in touch with, who I've sent all our credentials to, who I sent money to, and the woman was nowhere to be found. She has not arrived. Later on, she arrived. She came in. She started asking, "Have you done your what's it called? Have you done your counseling? Have you done?" Me, I was surprised. What do you mean if we've done counseling? Because the woman I've been keeping in contact, she'd never told me about any counseling. So it happened that the previous day, which was Friday, on Tuesday, which was that same week, because it's Saturday. That same week, which was the Tuesday of that week, they had counseling for everybody where I was going to get married the coming Saturday, which was that day that we were in. This woman never told me. And how would she have told me? Because this woman, I will call her, she doesn't pick. I was asking, you will send her message, it will take her like 2 days before she will reply. I just kept telling myself, God, please, I can't wait to do this wedding and get it over with, because the woman was just like, she was reluctant. And then when she said, and you did not send me this one, I said, madam, I've sent you everything you asked me to send. She was like, oh, I have too many messages, so I don't really, sometimes I forget. That was like, she was just, careless. I think that is how all of them, they are, you understand? So, and from there, after they told us that we were supposed to have our counseling, we didn't have the counseling, blah, blah, blah. Then she went and prepared for the counseling. That was with another lady. And then she told us to go in. We went there. The lady asked us some questions. She does normal questions where we already know about ourselves. We answered them and all that. Then as we were talking, they were writing down. From there, we were asked to go into another place. We got there, a man came there and said, what were we doing there, that we're not supposed to be there, blah blah blah, we should go to so and so place. We stood up from there, we went there. Finally, we ended up outside again. So when we end up outside, they now said, oh yeah, everybody, you start going to so and so hall. They pointed that place. We went there. Guys, we've not even finished sitting down. Another one say, who asked you people to come here? Why are you here? Blah blah blah. This one, my husband was pissed. He said, everybody go outside. Everybody go outside. We went outside again. This time around, we did not go into the huts again. We went into the tents again. We're now outside. So while we're sitting down outside, my husband was now, because the man kept talking to people anyhow, no respect. Like, these are not children getting married, these are full grown up people. But they were not talking to us like we were adults. They were talking to us like, they reminded me of when I was in school, you understand? And that was one of the traumatic memories I have about my school days. Like, these people talk to you like you are an animal, like you are a dog, you understand? That's how they talk. So the man was just talking and talking. So my husband was like, excuse me, if today is your wedding and somebody talks to you the way you are talking to us, okay, will you be happy? My husband was already vibrating by then. He was so angry. I was telling him, please, it's only today. After today, we are not coming here again. He was like, this is not nice. I said, I know, it's not nice. So there was another guy. The guy was like, that's how they behave. Just leave him. I am not even telling the story the way it is. If my husband was there, he would have told you guys the way it was. It was not funny. At that moment, my koi that I managed to wear, because when I came, I wasn't wearing my shoe. I bought shoe that I wasn't able to wear all through. So when I came, I wasn't wearing my shoe, I was wearing the flats. So because we were now in front of the place that where the wedding was taking place, I decided to wear my heels. Wearing my heels, I sat down there, oh, the shoe was just pinching my leg. If I had known, I would have put something inside all those days, you know, that it was in the house. So I started wearing my shoe started itching, but I couldn't take it off because we can be called in at any time. First people got married, second people got married. I think we're the third or the fourth people that actually went in, you understand? So the only person I could say that actually really put a smile for once was the wedding conductor herself. Like the person that wedded us, the woman. She was calm. Me looking at her, she's a Christian. You know, she wasn't throwing abusive words like the other lady. I mean, you see the lady that I paid money to, the main, and that lady I paid money to, she is their boss. She is their oga pata pata. When I say somebody is rude, she is the definition of being rude. She wasn't like, even for her staff, she does not have respect. That's for you to know how they were treating people there. Like, even for her staff, the way she was calling them names, idiots, stupid, this, that, you understand? How can you be calling a full-grown woman, a mother, like an older woman? Even, I'm sure that some of them are even older than her, because they gave you a title, because you are now their boss, you now insult them. That was when I knew that everything in this place was wrong. Like, a lot of things was going on, you know, bad in that place. If she could be talking to people that are working with her like that, man, she had no atom of respect for her staffs at all. I don't know if I should call her staffs or, you know, the people that she's leading, because she is their boss. She is not even responsible for you to come and tell me that I was supposed to come for counseling. Did you inform me? I was not informed, because if you had informed me, there's no way we would have missed our counseling. Our hotel is just close by, you understand? So back to that day. So the first person got married, second person got married, third person got married. I think we are the fourth. Is that we are the third or we are the fourth? We now went in. That was when we had a little peace. There was fan blowing us. God, I asked my husband, how do you feel? He said, But I knew that he wasn't happy. Even me myself, I wasn't happy. But you know, in cases like that, both of us don't have to be crazy. Because if my husband, I allowed him to go crazy and I myself go crazy, we'll just pack our slippers like that and start going home. We wouldn't have gotten married that day. And you know, coming to Nigeria would have just been in vain, maybe just to see me alone, you understand? So so it would have just been in vain. So after we go, so it was now okay. When we came in, you know, there are seats, you understand? So you will sit on the seats. Then we took our own space. That was when I was asking him those questions. So after when we now got to the front of the table of the woman that was going to wed us, she was like, how are you? Welcome to Nigeria. My husband was like, you are the first person that has been kind to us today. Thank you for being kind. So the woman was like, oh, don't worry. After today, everything will be over. You know, you're going to forget about what happened. You'll be married, blah, blah. You know, she just made the whole tension to calm down, you understand? So we then started, you know, ask questions. In fact, the whole wedding process just went on, you understand? And that was the only place that we had a moment of peace. In front of that woman was the only place we had a moment of peace. So after that, it was time. These people even took me on our way. Immediately they said, kiss the bride, blah blah blah. We took pictures and with our wedding certificates and everything. The next thing, drum started. I was not asking what is happening. Then I was like, it was very funny. The next day, you know, this Yoruba drum and Amaka, you know, they just started singing. I said, wait, let me let this sing for let me small thing. So we came outside the door and we danced. Different people were asking for money. You know, before I went, I already told myself that like I already heard rumors, you understand, that you need to go with money because you are going to pay and pay and pay. So I did, I think my girlfriend gave me change, you understand, because she has this POS business. She gave me change, I think, was it for 500 and 200, you understand? So I had enough change. So I'll just give them like 2 or 3, 1,000, you know, 200, like 5. Any place you pass, madam, you don't marry now, congratulations now, do and this thing for us now. Buy, even my husband said he thought the woman that wedded us was the best until she asked for money also. The woman was like, and we need to eat now, we need to drink now, so you guys are going to drop something. I've forgotten how much we dropped for her actually. But you see, every one of them outside, every stage you get to, they were asking for money. Every stage you get to, they were asking for money. This was how we paid until there was nothing left. So I actually forgot to say that my girlfriend and her husband were the witness, because they were the only people that we knew in Lagos at that moment for that short period. So they were also present. Like, there was even a time my girlfriend asked me, she was like, Cynthia, why are you frowning? So I didn't. She was like, Sikari, I'm talking to you, why are you frowning? I said, are you not seeing what is happening? She was like, don't let these people get into your head. Don't let it happen, or don't let them steal your joy today. So I was like, right, she said yes. So, and like I told you guys, I don't have to be, do you want to talk to me? Okay. So as I told you guys, two people don't have to be mad at the same time, you understand? So I have to calm down, not to get pissed like my husband already was, because he is not used to things like that, you understand? So what later happened? So let's just say everything, man, the worst parts, for you to know how cruel these people can be, when it was time for us to go collect our certificates, because they had to register the certificates in the system. On getting to the boss lady's office, when we got there, the people that got married before us, yo, this is disturbing me. On getting to the boss lady's office, we met the people that actually got married before us, you understand? So, you know, they were happy, everything was done. And I think her husband too, the husband lives in Dubai, you understand? So they were now doing our own. But the problem with ours is now like, they said there was no internet. Can you imagine? There was no internet. Okay, I was not like, then put internet, because we paid. I don't understand how we are going to pay for something and you will say there is no internet. So they were like, the person that will put the internet, he's not here. Or the person that is with the internet, I can't even remember what it was again. He's not here. We were in that woman's office for close to 2 hours, going to 3 hours. And guess what? We did not eat before leaving home. Our witness and her husband, they are still outside waiting for us. We did not, even water we did not drink. We just, you know, they said, she said, came and come. I said, came. She said, come early. We left home very, very early to that place. So we waited for like 2 hours. While we were there, we saw more things. So her staffs, I'll call them her staffs because she's the boss, you understand? Her staffs that were coming in, the way she was talking to these people, man, I couldn't wait to get myself out of that place. I was ashamed for my country, Nigeria. My husband was just like, is this how these people behave? I was just like, the only thing I kept telling my husband anytime he wants to flare up, I'll just tell him, after today, we are not coming back here. After today, no more. So now, those people that were there before us, there was a mistake in the name. So after you get married, they're supposed to change her name from her father's name to the husband's name on the certificates. You understand? Not on mine, because mine is a special wedding. On the certificates. But instead of doing that, they carried the father's name and put on the certificates. So now they have to change it. You know what they did? They asked them to pay another money. And the people that are their witness, they were long gone. They had to start calling that uncle, that auntie, please, oh, where are you? Oh, please start coming back. Oh, they were restless. I was just saying to myself, God, please, may something like this not happen to us. God, please, may something like this not happen to us. So in our own, they will not change my surname yet, you understand? I will do that when I get to the Netherlands. That, you know, because in Netherlands you decide if you want to keep your father's name or you want to keep your husband's name. So that's this thing is left for me to do when I get to the Netherlands. So ours was okay. I thought that was all. Then okay, I think at the end I'll tell you guys what later happened. You know, I was praying that there should be no problem, you understand? So I thought everything was done. So from there, we went outside. We met with my friend and her husband, who were our witness. Then we took a cab. We went to a place called The Grass at VI. You understand? We went there. We had nice foods. I ate my meal was a cold meal, but it was very, very tasty. I'll try to add, so I'll find some pictures and add them up here. Maybe you guys can see, understand. So it was a beautiful day. We took some pictures there, you know, like family and others. We ate our food and it was now time for us to go home. On our way home, traffic held us. We're thirsty, we bought water, traffic held us. We managed to go home, we showered, we slept. So coming back to the wedding certificates, you know, I was praying that we should not have any problem. Guys, back to the wedding certificates, like I told you guys that there was a little issue. So because this wedding is a special wedding between a non-Nigerian and a Nigerian, and the certificate is going to be registered. In fact, the wedding is going to be registered in the Netherlands. It needed to be signed by a Minister of Foreign Affairs, like his signature, go, it's what is supposed to be there. That woman never told us anything about it. Because my husband was supposed to go back to the Netherlands with the certificate to register it there before I come. You understand? She never told us about it. When he got to the Netherlands and presented the wedding certificate, they said it was not authentic. He was like, what do you mean? They said it does not carry the seal. We were like, wait till they happen. So he had to now DHL the wedding certificate back to Nigeria for me to send it to Abuja. I sent it to Abuja so that the signature can be on it. At the same time, they made a photocopy for us. You also have to pay for the photocopy because they are going to sign on the photocopy also. You understand? So we can use, so that we can keep the original and at the same time use the photocopy. So that was another information. So when I realized that, I called that woman. I said, "Ma, they are saying that our wedding certificate is not authentic." She was like, "Who is saying that?" I said, "The Dutch government says that it's not authentic." She now said, "What did they say is the problem?" Then I told her they're asking, they said it's supposed to carry a particular signature that is not there. Do you know what she told me? She said, "Okay, what did they ask you to do?" I said, "They said we need to get the signature." She was like, "Then go and do it." You see how reluctant she is. She was like, "Then go and do it." Huh. I was like, "Now, wow, which kind of person I meet like this? So which kind of people we meet like this?" So guys, that was how our wedding went. The only thing that we can remember and we say, it's nice. You see, that time we were in front of that woman, she was asking us questions and everything. It was fun, and we were happy that we were legally bound as husband and wife. Also, it was a fun thing for us. It was a happy moment for us. But you see those shouting, "Come sit down here, stand up, go here." This one, if I remember those parts, man, Jesus, there's something it does to my brain. Like I just get angry unnecessarily. If not that I have already made up my mind, I'm going to tell you guys the story, I will not even mention it. You understand? And again, you know that this wedding was planned in a short period because, like I said again, if you've not watched the other videos, you need to go watch them in order to understand why all this took place like this. So in the nearest future, because of how the wedding went, I and my husband have decided that we are going to repeat the ceremony, not the wedding, because that one is gone already. We are married, we cannot be married twice, you know. And because our family members were not present, like direct family members were not really present, we will have to repeat this wedding where both, you know, my own family members, my husband's family members, everybody is going to be there. We're going to eat and marry, you understand? So that day is still going to come. So guys, hope everything I'll say they actually made sense. So this was how my wedding in Ikoyi Registry, Lagos, Nigeria took place on the 21st of November 2024. So from next month, I'll be having a new series, and trust me, you're going to enjoy this new series I'll be having. Hope to see you in my new series. I love you.